down and see that we are paying attention to what he has warned us. That we are responding to the message he sent us. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about y'all, but I think there needs to be some more responding going on nowadays. That's another story. But, yeah, they repented. Who can tell if God will turn and relent and turn away from his fierce anger? Who can tell? The king's scared. The nobles are scared. The people are scared. God's anger is coming in 40 days. Who can tell? Only God. And turn away from his fierce anger, so that we may not perish. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a powerful story. So that we may not perish. We all have to fast. We all have to put on sackcloth. We all have to sit in ruins. We all have to pray. We all have to ask God. We all have to be together as one. The whole city. The king declared it. The nobles declared it. Every beast, every man, every woman, every child. Do not eat, do not drink. Put on sackcloth. And pray to God. So that maybe his wonderful mercy, maybe his loving kindness will forgive us and we won't perish. But we have to show God we believe him. Then God saw their works, that they turned from their evil ways, and God relented from his disaster. What happened? That he said he would bring upon them, and he did not do it. Let me repeat that one more time. And God relented from his disaster that he said he would bring upon them, and he did not do it. So God said, look, good job, Jonah. Good job, Jonah. You brought a whole city into believing you. You took a whole ship of 100 men and got them all to pray to you. You took a city of 120,000 people. 120,000 people, from king to bum, from king to peasant, from king to noble, to the poorest man on the streets, their animals and everyone, and you got every one of them praying to God. Good job, Jonah. But it displeased Jonah exceedingly, and he became angry. Oh. So he prayed to the Lord and said, "O Lord, was this not what I said when I was still in my country? Therefore I fled previously to Tarshish." So Jonah's making an excuse to why he fled to Tarshish. He's saying, God, I told you this was going to happen. You told me to go to Nineveh, tell them that this was fierce anger's coming, that you're going to destroy them. But I know you, God. You've got too much love. You've got too much compassion. God, you love everything that you made, Lord. Lord, so I knew you wasn't going to destroy them. So now I look crazy. I look like the biggest fool in the world. You tell me to go to this city and tell them in 40 days a disaster is going to come. You're going to wipe it off the face of the earth. Everybody I've told that you told to tell me this is watching Nineveh to see if it happens. And now it's not going to happen, Lord. So now all of a sudden I'm going to look like the crazy one. The one that everybody said, oh, there's that guy that said Nineveh was going to be destroyed in 40 days. Guess what? 40 days come and gone, Nineveh's still standing. That guy's crazy. He's one of them. He's done lost his mind. You ought to hear the story about him floating around in a fish for 3 days. You ought to hear that one. That's a pretty good story. Yeah, the sailors threw him over the ship. He landed in the water. Fish swallowed him up. He floated around for 3 days. God, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. So why don't you do me a favor? Therefore now, O Lord, please take my life from me, for it is better for me to die than to live. I would rather die than put up with the humiliation that these people are going to put me through because you're not going to destroy the city, Lord. Lord, you're going to make me look like the laughing stock of the entire country because the city of Nevi is not going to be destroyed, and I've been preaching it, I've been teaching it, I've been saying it. It's not going to happen, Lord. So, Lord, just kill me. Do me a favor. I'm going to stick my head on this rock right here. Right here. I'm going to stick right here. Just stomp right there. Step right there on my head. End it now. Bring me up there with you. At least I won't look crazy up there. Up there, you know what you told me to do. You know it was going to happen. But down here, no. I'm going to be the crazy one. Lord, I don't want to be the crazy one. Just kill me and take me up there with you. I'll fit in, I promise. I'll do what you tell me to. Just kill me. And the Lord said, is it right for you to be angry, Jonah? Is it right for you to be angry? Why are you so mad? Jonah says, because I'm going to be the laughing stock of Nevi. I'm going to be the laughing stock of the Middle East. They're going to all think I'm crazy. The story of the big fish, the boat getting thrown over the edge, you telling me to go to Nevi and preach the word, all of a sudden the word's not going to happen, you're not going to destroy it. They're all going to be pointing the fingers at me. There's that fool. Stay away from him. He's crazy. You ought to hear the stories he could tell. So Jonah went outside of the city, and he sat on the east side of the city. There he made himself a shelter and sat under the shade, till he might see what would become of the city. So Jonah's thinking, all right, I'm going to sit right out here. I'm going to build me a little shed. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch. I'm going to see if God destroys this city. I already know he's not going to. God loves him too much. God's already told me. They already repented. They done everything I told them to. But I'm going to sit here and watch anyway, just in case God does destroy it, just so they don't make me look crazy. And he sat under the shade till he might see what become of the city. And the Lord God prepared a plant and made it come up over Jonah, that it might be shade for his head. Now y'all understand what he's saying? Jonah built him a little shed where he could sit outside the city. And then all of a sudden God put a shade come up over his little shed. Make it that much cooler. Make it that much more comfortable. Hey, Joe, sit here in the shade. Check this out. Shade for his head to deliver him from his misery. So Jonah was grateful about the plant. He said, oh yes, thank you, Lord. I got some shade. Something's finally going right. God gave me a plant. It's shading my head. But as morning dawned the next day, God prepared a worm, and it so damaged the plant that it wilted. And it happened when the sun arose, and God prepared a violent wind, east wind, and the sun beat on Jonah's head, so that he grew faint. Then he wished for death for himself and said, it is better for me to die than to live. So once again, Jonah's sitting there going, God, why'd you take the plant from me? Come on, give me a break. Here, step on my head. Get this over with. It's better for me to be dead than to live. I don't even get to enjoy the plant no more. Come on, God. I'm going to be the laughing stock of the world. I can't even have a shady tree, a shady plant. It's better for me to die. Be up there with you than be down here putting up with all this. Just kill me. Then God said to Jonah, is it right for you to be angry about the plant? And he said, it is right for me to be angry, even to death. It is right for me to be angry all the way up to death. I want to die because you took that plant. I want to die because you didn't kill Levi. I want to die because you're making me look crazy. Oh, Jonah, 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 Jonah. But the Lord said, have you had pity on the plant for which you have not labored or made grow, which came up in the night and perished in the night? Did you have pity on that plant at all? Did you feel sorry for that plant when it died? When the worm ate it? No. Did you have pity on the people of Nevi? When he was telling them what was going to happen whenever they come upon you? What was going to happen whenever you come to preach the word? Did you have pity on them when he's telling them it's coming? No. Did you have pity on the people of the ship when you ran from me? When you got on the ship and that great disaster come upon the ship? As a matter of fact, I think if I believe right, Jonah, you was down in the bottom of the ship sleeping. It was because of you the storm was there, Jonah. Did you have pity on them people that you brought the storm upon? No. Did you have pity on the people of Nevi? As you were walking through Nevi, as you were telling them that I was fixing to destroy the city, did you have pity on them? No. Last but not least, did you have pity on that plant? The plant that you did absolutely nothing to make grow. You didn't even plant the plant. I planted it. You didn't even make the plant grow. I made it grow. Then a worm come and ate it and killed it. And still no pity from Jonah. And should I not pity Nevi, the great city, in which more than 120,000 persons, who cannot discern their right hand from their left hand, and much livestock? Should I not have had pity on all them people? Jonah, should I not have felt sorry for them? But you want me to feel sorry for you because of a plant. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an amazing story, the story of Jonah. Jonah didn't realize the one thing God's trying to tell him in the whole story. Jonah, when I told you to go to Nevi and I told you to preach at Nevi, I didn't tell you to worry about Nevi. I told you to go preach the word to Nevi. What happens after that is up to me. All I needed you to do was go tell them that I was coming, that I was going to destroy their city. You didn't need to worry about nothing else after that, Jonah. Your job was done. You don't need to worry about what happens after your calling is there or done. Jonah, what you need to worry about is what I tell you to do. Don't worry about what they're doing. Don't worry about what me and they're doing. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Don't worry about anybody but your relationship with me, Jonah. If I tell you to go do something, I want you to go do it. And I don't want you to worry about what happens afterwards. Had I destroyed the great city of Nevi, you should have showed pity on them for one. But for two, that was none of your concern. Your concern was to go do what I told you to do, and that's go preach